Alright, welcome to the wood shop. So, today you are about to witness a Buck's Wood Shop exclusive. Trying something new today. Okay, so a good pal, Daryl, Silver Horse 347, he doesn't know about this, but he soon will. I've always wanted to try to do gold leaf on a sign. So, given that it's Silver Horse 347, I thought, why not we do not gold, but silver. And of course, this isn't silver, this is aluminum, and it won't tarnish, which is what I've been told is the good part about that. So, first thing I got to do is I made the sign. Did that the normal way that I always do it. But the next thing we have to do is we have to put this Mona Lisa adhesive size. They call it sizing. And so, basically, this stuff has got to go on next. And I'm not going to show you that, but basically, have to fill in anywhere that you want the silver leaf to attach to. You have to paint this stuff on it, and it will attach to it. Okay, so I gotta be very careful when I put it in here. So it's kind of like contact cement, I guess. So whatever you put it to, it's going to stick to. So I'm going to do that first. It takes about 30 minutes or so, they say, to dry, but it's freaking 84 degrees in here, so I don't imagine it'll take more than 30 minutes at least. So I will put this on, and then we'll get to the good part. Putting the silver leaf on, so hold tight. Alright, so it's been about 30 minutes, and I did a test piece with this, and what I realized was with the wood I had not put enough, so I actually went back and put another coat on here, and I've waited a little bit longer than 30 minutes, but not long, just a couple minutes. So we're going to give this a shot. So this stuff is apparently a little thicker than the gold. The gold is very thin, and this aluminum type is a little thicker. Okay, so I'm going to leave this for tonight. It's kind of hard to see because of the because it's silver, but it's gone in there pretty good. I think one thing I've learned already is not to do it so deep. And see, I use a V-cut bit on my router, and I might need to get a router that's less of a V, more of a rounded, because that's kind of a sharp angle for this to go into the stuff. But anyway, so I'm going to leave this tonight. You can see where I got a little bit of sizing on some of these other parts a little bit, and it likes to stick to this because it was very smooth. And so I'm going to leave it for tonight and let it dry. Okay, so it's the next day. Alright, let me tell you what I did. When I put that on there and I let it dry, I didn't like the way it looked, so I got all that silver leaf out of there. And what I did was I took some of this aluminum color paint, and I did my normal thing where I coated it and then I sanded it back off. Because what I discovered was that this sizing was soaking into the wood before it had a chance to dry, and the silver leaf wouldn't stick to it. So I was reading online forum, and I saw where somebody said, well, paint it first, and that will help it. So what I've done is paint it, and I've just put another coat, so I'm going to wait 30 minutes, and then we're going to come out here and try this again. So screw up number one of probably several on this deal here. So stay tuned. Alright, so I laid it all in there. I'm going to leave it and let it dry for a couple hours now. But I got it, I took my brush and I, lightly tapped it to make sure it had good contact. I think it's better than it was before, but I still don't think it's the best it can be. But anyway, trial and error, here we go. So I'm going to let this dry, and when I start brushing it off, I'll let you see it. Okay. All right, so it's been a couple hours, so here goes nothing. Well, I'm getting stuff everywhere. That's one thing. All right, I'm gonna keep brushing. I'll bring you right back. Well, man, I have to say, I think that turned out pretty good. It's got a few little spots that probably need to be detailed, and I'll work on that. But I think it turned out pretty good. And see, then after this, we'll seal it. We'll seal over the silver or aluminum, and I think it turned out pretty neat. So I'm actually gonna put some stain on this so there'll be a little bit better of a contrast, and then I'll show you that when I get finished with that. So. All right, there you go, boys. Coat of red mahogany stain. I thought the red would look nice against the silver. Red tint, anyway. It's not quite as red as what is showing up on the camera here. It's not quite as red, but it does have a little bit of red tint to it. So there you go. And a light coat of gloss spar varnish on there. So we'll let that dry for a couple days. And so there you go. So thanks for watching. And my first attempt at that silver leaf or gold leaf. So learned some things on this one, and I hope you learned something, and maybe you'll give it a shot too. So from the wood shop, take it easy.